So I'm gonna just get straight to the point. You get to choose where you want to be at in life. It's that simple, right? And one thing I noticed, because I like to study people, right? So when I study people and I see them in the position they are in life, it's like most. I'm not saying 100% of the time, but most of the time it's the person's fault, right? Like for example, I talked to someone, right? I told them I went to school and stuff. They're like, "I'm glad you went to school. I don't want you to end up like me." And it was like they was telling me, they was like they got their degree and they work at Dollar General, right? And they got a degree. I'm like, okay, what's your degree? And they told me it was just something that they could actually use after school, right? So I asked them, I'm like, want to use your degree? They was like, no, I had kids. I'm like, well, do you want to use your degree now? They said, I thought about using my degree. I don't know yet. So my mind hit me. I'm like, how can you complain about, life and stuff when you got a degree and you said you don't know if you want to use it, right? It just rubbed me the wrong way because it's like, there's people out here wishing, they could go to school, right? There's people here wishing they had an opportunity to do better with their life. And it's like, you got a chance to use your degree, but you don't want to use it, right? But you prefer to work at Dollar General, and you complain about working at Dollar General, right? And it's like, no one putting a gun to your head and say, you have to be at Dollar General for the rest of your life. You choose it. You know what I'm saying? Just how I know a lot of people right now that's in miserable relationships, right? You choose being in a miserable relationship. No one keeping you in that relationship. No one telling you you have to stay in it. No one's telling you that there's no other way. No one's telling you like, I know your boyfriend, your girlfriend, they put their hands on you. I know they mistreat you. I know they do you wrong, but I think you should stay in this relationship. Okay, so that's just delusional, right? So don't complain about something when you keeping yourself in that position, right? One of my biggest pet peeve, people complain me like, oh, I want to lose this belly, right? They up eating 2 o'clock at night. They binge eating all the time. They're not drinking enough water. They're not burning enough calories. They're not getting enough steps in. They're not exercising. But I want to lose my belly. Like, what are you doing to lose that belly? You know what I'm saying? I got athletes tell me they want to be fat. They want to be faster sprinters. They come to practice late. They're not coming in proper uniform. They come to practice. They playing around, goofing around the whole time. I promise you, when you see someone that really want to get better as an athlete, you don't have to say too much. The way they come to practice, they come to practice ready. They come to practice ready to rock and roll. They ready to do it. You get what I'm saying? But then you have people that say they want it, but their actions don't show. And it's like, how can you say you want better, but you're not trying to do better? How? You choose to be where you're at in life. Like, if you suck at something, it's your fault because you're not putting the work in to become better at it. I understand life happens, not every day meant for people. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, there's a plan for everybody's life. If you want to get better at that plan, you got to pursue that plan, right? What are you doing to pursue that plan if you're just making excuses, right? It sounds good, right? If you tell yourself, man, it sounds good if I put more work in. You tell yourself, it sounds good if I wake up early in the morning so I can have an extra 30 minutes of research. These, you know what I'm saying? These people lazy. They lazy, right? You'll tell someone, I told someone, you want to get ahead? Spend an extra 30 minutes a day. How do I do that? Well, instead of going to sleep at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you have to wake up 7 o'clock the next morning. How about let's try going to sleep at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock? Oh, my God, well, that's so early. Why? See, you don't want it for real. Because you really want it for real. You go to sleep earlier, you wake up, you got more time on your hand where you can work on the things you need to work on so you can become better. I kid you not. It might sound so crazy, but think about a high school athlete, right? If you go to sleep at between 9 and 10 o'clock, right? You know what I'm saying? 9 to 10:30ish, right? You wake up in the morning, you spend 30 minutes on researching how to be better at your sport. Then after school, you take an extra 30 minutes to reach out to coaches and stuff, or reach out to people asking for advice. You do that for a few months straight, you'll be unrecognizable. You're going to be way much better in your sport. You're going to build connections, and you're going to be better off going to college as an athlete. Like, seriously, though. You take 30 minutes in the morning, right? You take 30 minutes sometime after school as a high school athlete, right? Think about it. You can do that in any field, right? Say you in your chosen career field, you know, say you want to be good at. You go to sleep earlier. You do research your career field for 30 minutes. Then after work or whatever you're doing, take 30 minutes, do some research. An hour a day, that's 5. If you do that 5 days a week, 5 to 7 days a week, that's 5 to 7 hours a week. And over a month, you do the math on that. That's a lot of hours. Do you do that consistently over a long period of time? How can you not be good at chosen field? How can you not be good at chosen sport? How can you not be good at chosen field? How? Same thing with working out. You take at least 45 minutes to an hour, 15 minutes max, like 4 to 5 times a week of a long period of time. How can you not see results? How can you not start losing fat? But you gotta really want it. No one can want it for you. That's why I strongly believe that you choose to be where you at in life. You choose it, because once you understand what to do, I understand sometimes we can lack knowledge, right? But when you understand that knowledge, right, and you understand what you need to do, how can you not make better decisions moving forward? Because when you make better decisions moving forward, you get to choose to be at a better place in life. But it's always everybody else. It's always everybody else's fault but ours. Always. Before I close the video, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Once you get information that you need, whatever you do moving forward is your fault. So if you're not successful in your field, it's your fault. If you're not better in your sport, it's your fault. Because you know what you're supposed to do, you're still not doing it. So it's your fault. But when you do the right things, do what you're supposed to do, you will get better. But yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for many more videos to come. I'm out. Peace.